and welcome to KCIS Morning Devotion. I'm Mark Holland, and thank you for listening today. In moments, we'll be hearing from the local band. Hi, I'm Mark Holland, Program Director for KCIS, and welcome to the 70th anniversary of this wonderful radio station. 1954 is when it started with our founder, Mike Martin. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Hear the difference it makes in your life. KCIS 630, your station for life.
KCIS.
November 1954. One day when Mike was alone with the Lord in prayer, he told him, "It does not seem right that the stations can take off all Christian programs like this. Lord, what do you want me to do about it?" Immediately, the answer came back. Why not ask me for a Christian radio station?
When the radio station was started, Dad simply did not have a cadre of radio folks. He didn't know them. I think two absolutely significant hires. I remember for $30 a month at great sacrifice, Walt Jameson came out, and he was absolutely a gifted engineer and put together all of the engineering that was required for a radio building. And then the other was Orv Helgeson, who was the first manager of the radio station.
My wife's mother in Seattle wrote and told us that there was a group planning to build a broadcast station, and the programming would be Christian. That's exactly what I was interested in. Mike said, "Mr. Helgeson, I think God wants you to be the manager." No. I said, I've never worked in a radio station before. Well, knowing Mike Martin Sr., that didn't make a bit of difference. The first staff people had no experience, except for Paul Jameson. I'm not sure if he was even 21 years old yet or not, but he had a first-class engineer's license, which was a requirement. And so he became our engineer.
I came about the middle of October 1954, did most of the wiring in the studio.
Well, there wasn't much about radio at that time that's even similar to radio now.
The question of where to build the first radio broadcast tower would have significant impact on the future of Christa Ministries, as our guests explain.
And Mike said, we've got to make a decision where that tower is going to go. Whenever we prayed with Mike Martin, we prayed on our knees.
And they knelt in prayer and felt that they should put this tower down at the Garden of Prayer.
I agree with these men that the tower should go down below in what was then the Garden of Prayer. And not everybody in the community was favorable. They were very unfavorable toward this ragtag bunch of Christians who wanted to take this very beautiful property out here. And so one of the commissioners said, "Why don't we give that to them?" "Well," Mike said, "Mr. Commissioner, you gave us permission to put our tower down there." Oh, so we did. But that prayer meeting saved that acreage down there.
What seemed like a foolish location to build the first radio tower actually allowed Christa Ministries to greatly expand its outreach in the years to come.
About 1959, we built new facilities, a new tower, and added FM. And I believe KGFM went on the air in early 1960.
In 1967, the FM station call letters were changed from KGFM to KBIQ. Then in 1984, both stations' call letters were changed. KGDN became KCIS, standing for Christian Information and Inspiration Station, and KBIQ became KCMS, meaning your Christian Music Station. In 1998, Christa Broadcasting moved into its current facility. Let's take a short tour of Christa Broadcasting as it is today.
And here we are today in 2024. Mark Holland with you once again. I've been here 35 years, and KCIS has gone through many changes through the years. These are our brand new studios. We just recently remodeled, and I just moved in just recently. Spirit 105.3, I look across to there. There's Erica through the window. That's what I look at every morning as I'm hosting my program. These are our new digital boards, automation systems. Everything we do now comes through digital equipment, and there have been so many advances since 1954. People don't realize many nationally heard teaching programs got their start here in the studios of KCIS back in the 70s. A man by the name of Dr. James Dobson was being interviewed on the Beverly Baker Show, and they encouraged him to start a ministry called Focus on the Family. And of course, the rest is history. We all know the powerful impact of Dr. James Dobson. Also, Insight for Living with Chuck Swindoll was in many ways started with encouragement from our staff at that time. Today, Christa Media has so many different outreaches. Not only KCIS on AM, our 2 FM stations, Spirit 105.3 and Praise 106.5, but also into the digital realm we've gone. Online we have All Mom Does, which meets the needs of moms everywhere. We have different music streaming platforms like Lift Radio and Quiet Time Radio. And our most recent effort is Purposely.com, a podcast platform that features many different kinds of programs and content that encourages people in their faith. Listen at Purposely.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for listening to KCIS and all of Christa Media's platforms through the years. 70 years, it's quite a milestone, but we couldn't have done it without your prayer support and financial support, and thank you again.
I doubt that Mike Martin could have envisioned what we see today on the Christa campus. I doubt that he could have seen that.